Ladies and gentlemen, true strength is not the absence of hardship. It is the ability to navigate through it. Life is inherently full of challenges, obstacles, and moments that test our resolve. A strong person understands this fundamental truth and embraces the reality of struggle, not as a punishment, but as an integral part of growth. Strength emerges not in avoiding difficulties, but in choosing to confront them head-on with courage and determination. Think about the hardest moments in your life, the times when you felt overwhelmed or close to giving up. Those moments did not define you as weak. They offered you the chance to find your strength. A strong person doesn't crumble under pressure. Instead, they assess the situation, determine their course of action, and persevere. They know that adversity is not permanent and that every storm eventually passes. It is in the act of enduring, of holding on when everything inside says to quit, that strength is cultivated. Failures and setbacks are part of this process. They are not the opposite of strength, they are its prerequisites. When you fail, you have the opportunity to analyze what went wrong, make adjustments, and try again. Strong individuals understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a stepping stone to success. They view each misstep as a lesson and each challenge as a test of their resilience. The mindset of a strong person is anchored in the belief that struggle builds character. Just as a muscle grows stronger by enduring resistance, the human spirit grows through challenges. Each time you push through difficulty, you are shaping a version of yourself that is more capable, more experienced, and more prepared for the future. Strength also lies in the ability to adapt. Life doesn't always go according to plan. A strong person accepts this and remains flexible. They pivot when necessary, adjust their goals, and keep moving forward. They don't waste time lamenting what could have been. They focus on what can be done. This adaptability is a crucial component of resilience, as it ensures that no matter what life throws their way, they will find a way to keep going. Finally, strength is not just about surviving, but thriving. It's about finding meaning in the midst of struggle. A strong person seeks purpose in their challenges, using their experiences to grow and contribute to others. They turn their pain into power, their setbacks into comebacks, and their struggles into stories of triumph. True strength, then, is a combination of resilience, adaptability, and purpose. It's about choosing to rise above the difficulties, not in the absence of fear or doubt, but despite them. It's a quiet, persistent effort to keep moving forward, to keep learning, and to keep believing that better days are ahead. A strong person doesn't wait for life to get easier, they get stronger, knowing that their struggles are shaping them into someone extraordinary. Strength is not just about enduring physical hardships or external obstacles. It is deeply tied to one's emotional resilience and composure. A truly strong person has the ability to remain calm and collected, even when the world around them feels like it is spinning out of control. This emotional strength is a testament to their discipline, self-awareness, and deep understanding of human nature. Life is full of moments that can provoke intense emotions, anger, frustration, sadness, or even overwhelming joy. While it is natural to feel these emotions, a strong person understands the importance of not letting them dictate their actions. Emotional outbursts, rash decisions, and impulsive behaviors often lead to regret. A strong individual recognizes this and prioritizes maintaining control over their emotions. They understand that true power lies not in the emotions themselves, but in their response to those emotions. This composure is not about suppressing feelings or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it's about acknowledging those emotions, understanding their root causes, and managing them in a constructive way. For example, when faced with criticism, a strong person doesn't immediately lash out or become defensive. Instead, they listen, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. They see criticism as an opportunity to grow rather than a personal attack. Maintaining composure in chaos requires a high degree of self-awareness. Strong individuals take the time to understand their emotional triggers and develop strategies to handle them. They might practice mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing techniques to stay grounded during stressful situations. They also cultivate patience, allowing themselves the time to process their feelings before reacting. This patience is a hallmark of their strength that shows they value thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions. Another key aspect of emotional strength is the ability to set boundaries. Strong individuals know when to step back from situations or people that threaten their peace of mind. They recognize that not every battle is worth fighting and not every provocation deserves a response. This boundary setting is an act of self-respect and emotional preservation, allowing them to focus their energy on what truly matters. In addition, composure in chaos inspires confidence in others. When a strong person remains calm in difficult situations, it reassures those around them. They become a source of stability and strength for others, demonstrating that it's possible to face adversity without being overwhelmed. This ability to lead by example further cements their inner strength and earns them the respect of those around them. Ultimately, emotional strength and composure are not about never feeling negative emotions. They are about navigating those emotions with grace and integrity. A strong person understands that they cannot control every situation, but they can control how they react. This mindset enables them to move through life with resilience, making thoughtful decisions even in the midst of chaos. It's a quiet, steady strength that allows them to weather any storm while remaining true to themselves and their values. In a world that often equates strength with invulnerability, a truly strong person stands out by embracing their vulnerability. This act of openness is not a weakness, but a profound demonstration of courage. To be vulnerable means to show up as your authentic self, unguarded and real, even when doing so exposes you to judgment, rejection, or discomfort. It requires an incredible amount of inner strength to allow yourself to be seen. Imperfections, and all a strong person understands that vulnerability is the foundation of meaningful human connections. It is through shared honesty and authenticity that people build trust and understanding. Pretending to be perfect or infallible creates walls between individuals, while vulnerability builds bridges. When you allow yourself to be open about your struggles, fears, and aspirations, you invite others to do the same. This mutual openness fosters deeper relationships, whether in friendships, romantic partnerships, or professional settings. Moreover, vulnerability is a powerful driver of personal growth. By acknowledging and confronting their insecurities and fears, strong individuals take the first step toward overcoming them. They understand that hiding from their weaknesses only gives those weaknesses more power. Instead, they face them head-on, using vulnerability as a tool for self-awareness and improvement. For instance, admitting a mistake or seeking help when needed demonstrates not only humility, but also the strength to prioritize growth over ego. Embracing vulnerability also means being willing to take risks despite the possibility of failure or rejection. A strong person does not let the fear of falling short hold them back from pursuing their goals or expressing their feelings. They recognize that every significant achievement or meaningful connection involves an element of risk. Whether it's starting a new venture, sharing a creative idea, or confessing their feelings to someone, they understand that vulnerability is the price of entry for a life of authenticity and fulfillment. At its core, vulnerability is about being honest with oneself and others. It requires self-reflection and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. A strong person does this work consistently, understanding that growth often comes from moments of discomfort. They also know that vulnerability is not about oversharing or seeking pity. It's about sharing what's meaningful in a way that aligns with their values and fosters mutual understanding. The courage to embrace vulnerability transforms how a strong person navigates challenges. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, they view them as opportunities to learn and grow. They are not afraid to ask for help or admit when they don't have all the answers. This humility enhances their resilience, allowing them to bounce back stronger from adversity. Ultimately, embracing vulnerability is a testament to the strength of character. It requires self-confidence, emotional intelligence, and the willingness to embrace life in its entirety, the good, the bad, and everything in between. A strong person knows that vulnerability is not a flaw, but a profound strength that enables them to live authentically, connect deeply, and grow continually. Resilience is the defining trait of a strong person. It's the ability to withstand setbacks, navigate hardships, and emerge stronger, not in spite of difficulties because of them. A resilient individual doesn't avoid challenges, they face them head-on, with the understanding that adversity is an integral part of life and a necessary ingredient for growth. To cultivate resilience, a strong person first shifts their perspective on hardship. They see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and evolve. This mindset is rooted in optimism and realism. While they acknowledge the difficulty of their situation, they also believe in their ability to find solutions and adapt. This belief fuels their determination and helps them stay focused on long-term goals, even when the path becomes rough. Resilient individuals are proactive in their approach to adversity. Instead of passively waiting for circumstances to improve, they take deliberate action. They evaluate the situation, break down problems into manageable parts, and tackle them step by step. This practical approach not only makes challenges seem less daunting, but also builds confidence through small, incremental victories. Emotional regulation is another key aspect of resilience. A strong person doesn't allow emotions like fear, frustration, or sadness to overwhelm them. Instead, they acknowledge these feelings, process them, and channel their energy constructively. For instance, they might use disappointment as motivation to work harder or transform anger into a drive for change. This emotional mastery prevents them from being paralyzed by negativity and keeps them moving forward. Support systems play a crucial role in resilience. A strong person recognizes the value of community and isn't afraid to lean on others for encouragement and guidance. They cultivate relationships with people who uplift and inspire them, and they aren't hesitant to seek help when needed. Far from being a sign of weakness, reaching out for support demonstrates wisdom and the understanding that no one succeeds entirely alone. Self-awareness is another pillar of resilience. A strong person takes the time to reflect on their experiences and identify patterns of behavior that serve or hinder them. This introspection helps them learn from past challenges and approach future ones with greater wisdom. They also set realistic expectations, understanding that setbacks are part of the process and don't define their worth or potential. Finally, resilience is fueled by a sense of purpose. A strong person stays connected to their why, the deeper reason behind their goals and actions. This sense of purpose acts as an anchor during tough times, reminding them of what they're striving for and why it matters. It gives them the motivation to persevere even when immediate results are not visible. Resilience is not an innate quality, but a skill that can be developed through practice and experience. A strong person understands this and continually works to strengthen their capacity to adapt, endure, and grow. They embrace challenges as opportunities to build resilience, knowing that every test they pass equips them with the tools to face the next one with greater strength and confidence. Strength and vulnerability might seem contradictory, but in reality, they are deeply intertwined. True strength lies in the courage to embrace one's imperfections and share them with others. It takes resilience and self-awareness to recognize that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a powerful tool for building meaningful connections and achieving personal growth. Strong people understand that no one is perfect. They don't waste energy trying to project an image of flawlessness, nor do they fear judgment from others. Instead, they accept their imperfections as part of their unique identity. This acceptance fosters self-compassion, which allows them to view mistakes and failures as opportunities to learn rather than as reasons for shame. They understand that being vulnerable doesn't diminish their value. It highlights their humanity. Vulnerability is the bridge to authentic relationships. By being open about their fears, struggles, and desires, strong individuals create a safe space for others to do the same. This mutual exchange of authenticity fosters trust and intimacy. People feel more connected to those who are willing to show their true selves because it creates a sense of shared experience. A strong person values these connections, recognizing that meaningful relationships enrich their lives and provide a support system during challenging times. Moreover, embracing vulnerability enables strong individuals to grow. When they allow themselves to acknowledge their weaknesses, they open the door to self-improvement. They are willing to seek feedback, ask for help, and admit when they don't have all the answers. This humility not only accelerates their personal development, but also sets a powerful example for others. It demonstrates that growth is a continuous process, not a destination, and that asking for help is a sign of strength, not failure. Embracing vulnerability also allows strong people to face their fears head-on. They don't shy away from situations that challenge their comfort zones or expose their insecurities. Instead, they lean into these experiences, knowing that growth often comes from discomfort. Whether it's speaking up in a difficult conversation, taking a risk in their career, or admitting a mistake, they recognize that vulnerability is the price of progress. Strong people are also mindful of the balance between vulnerability and boundaries and vow. While they are open and authentic, they are discerning about whom they share their deepest feelings with. They understand that not everyone deserves access to their vulnerabilities, and they prioritize relationships built on trust and respect. This discernment ensures that their openness is empowering rather than exploitative. Ultimately, embracing vulnerability is a liberating act. It frees strong individuals from the burden of perfectionism and the fear of being judged. It allows them to live authentically and pursue their goals with a sense of purpose and confidence. By choosing vulnerability, they demonstrate the profound truth that strength is not about being invulnerable, but about having the courage to be seen and the resilience to grow.